then
Another version of it.
so a very, very short document.
Something to submit
Just from the
It's
formal
not a
point of view.
question of whether it's short or long document. It is a document that is an interim document. That is, it will be go through one more iteration of policy. Or more.
Just to cut the deadline, the commission deadline, and after that we can submit a more.
It depends on what the commission says. I mean,
Yes.
probably we have to give an advice before,
I
to
think
say
that-
something before.
I
Because,
think that the management will have no problem in agreeing this with the commission. Now,
Where is that?
I don't dare to laugh when I speak of the commission. But the idea so is to have a formal delivery of an interim report and then working and creating a useful one, a real one.
can we write it formally?
Yes? It will be in the minutes.
Yes.
Yes. I have to tell you that if whoever wants, there will be videotapes of the whole meeting.
Yes.
The whole meeting.
It's more than minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Whoever wants to take a it goes to this wire, this last night, this morning. So
We know everything about
So
the
there is
meeting.
no, I mean, there will be no question about whether we said something and it's not there, okay? Because a lot of things are said, we take a lot of notes. If there is any question, I don't expect to be anything to be resolved, but there is the real evidence here for all of you, and there is no problem, okay? So we have to...
So we have to say technology, video conference and video will...
And it will be sent to your wife as well.
Yeah. No, I have to tell you, nothing is taken that has not been done inside these four walls. Therefore, you should not be worried.
That's why you should take care more about the security and confidentiality.
But anyway, whoever wants a copy of these things, I'll be more than happy to supply it. Okay? There will be for the record, but whoever wants a copy.
More besides the system of D12, design and implementation method. We need it for years on to the next work cycle. As we discussed what technological aspects before the organization of which type of design of what?
I think it should cover all the aspects.
All the
Technology, procedures.
Very big.
whatever we have here, we have to formulate in English one letter.
We can say that is a preliminary version of the second, it's a
What you I would say that a similar one is what package 2.
Exactly.
No.
What they wanted to do is then to see also what package 2, at least in terms of
Yes.
deliverables.
Similar or not? Otherwise, we
Because
must
more or less by now we have zero time to make this, even preliminarily, unless we write it down now or yesterday or, I mean,
This B1.2, the idea was I think something very, very preliminary together with the other one. Because we are obliged by the contract to have a document, a deliverable, be delivered in this day. Later on, this E1.2 will be developed more in depth.
D1.2, 1, 2.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
who is responsible for this B1.2? Biotrust?
As we discussed this morning, we are responsible for this deliverable because we are the project leader of this work package. So, but we will ask for the help of the experts in this group to help us and to comment and to review these things.
If we go for 1 minute to work package number 2, in work package number 2 we have 2 deliverables that are more related to the 3 line of action of the project. So let's say the difference could be simply that this deliverable is an overview of all the systems and how it will work together. And this will be more detailed specification on how to build these three pieces. You're not convinced?
To me, you know, if I am not the responsible of this deliverable, I'm not worried.
Okay, so you will be asked to contribute. And we could also say which is the delivery date of this thing. So we have here in mind, you have the work plan. Yes.
About a certain time to begin the 1.2
Sorry, I missed the point.
deliverable to B1.2.
Yes.
It must begin at the end of the present election or not? You need all data collected.
Yes. I wanted to have
Can you prepare it in the 1 month, maybe, or less than 1 month? This is the most practical evaluation. Okay, so we do the first 6 months, we do what very hard, and we need to announce what we are. That's right. Try to understand it. What's low? So you cannot start without completing the data collection.
It's a bottleneck in the meaning, in the sense that that deliverable, intended as we have designed it now, should come after all the other ones. But the formal delivery date is the same date as all the other ones. So, or we make a sort of pre-analysis of some of the data as soon as we have them.
No, we are going to deliver that deliverable a month later. That's as simple as that.
Okay.
We are going to get the occasion to communicate. There's no reason to that. I mean, they will wait 1 month, but we're not going to let this go into our, without the rest of the process.
This will simplify a lot of things.
That's
So, D1 and D3 to D7 will be delivered at the due date. D1.2 will be delayed 1 month, and so this will allow the analysis of the data and this creation of the record. The time interval among these are least 2 months. So these are supposed to be delivered in month 5, and these 3 documents are supposed to be delivered in month 7. So, building the functional specification from the user needs must not take more than 2 months.
If you deliver in D12 a month late, D12 has a significant effect
Yes.
on D21 and D22.
But it's
Does
not.
that mean there will only be a month to do D21 and D22?
But while you are building that one, you are also building this one.
In other words, there is a partial overlap in the process of writing code. So
My idea is that
I see. And in fact, you'll write D21 while you're writing D12.
my idea is that D12 is giving an overview of the functional specification of the whole system, and all the other deliverables, these two, will be more detailed functional specification of 3 pieces of the system.
Yeah.
Some way.
So that exactly the time you write the two together, the
Exactly.
once overlap gets lost because you use that as starting form D21.
Okay, I agree. So is everything clear about work package 1?
I will not speak more.
Why? my suggestion is that if there is any specific request to move resources, but to send a request to
Send a request to us and we'll try to accommodate. As we said, we'll put a small slice of the project aside to convert but I don't intend to create any problems for the funding of anybody. Okay. Top and foremost, okay? We'll try to accommodate these things, we'll see how we do it, okay? We'll make a free savings, we'll give that money, and so on and so forth. We're going to try to save money for that. But we'll try to get as much leeway as possible to help and with this advantage. I cannot promise a lot of things to get the magnet. I don't want to start the budget with your notified about, okay?
Okay.
But there looks like we may get some savings and we start the communication money and it looks like this reliable. Meanwhile, we'll keep a slice of the budget aside so that we can do this advantage, let's say, until the situation irons out. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to get less than we plan.
Okay. So, again, probably there must be now some time for the people to think about and to send in a very, very short time to Sarula any request of movement, adjustment, and modification. After that, Sarula will make a real plan for work package 1 with some assignment of responsibility according to what we have decided, saying you will be mainly data collection, analysis, and so on and so on. I think that this request for adjustment and movement should be asked, also taking into account work package 2, so having a more clear view of what has to be done. Again, the responsible work package 2 for your safeness is Biotron. So there will be for sure a coherent view of all this part of the project. The involvement is much less participants than was package 1. And the process is taking into account all the big bunch of information we got from work package 1 and putting down some very clear documents that will drive the process of implementing the system. So it seems that mainly the main contractors are involved in this. The contractors, sorry. Nothing more than this. So it seems probably from the former point of view, what package 2 is simpler, even if the real task is not so simple.
Sorry, the deadline of deliverable of the deliverable from work package 2 is
the end of
June.
But the delivery
No,
is end
July.
of July.
July.
End
The month 7 is July. So
yes.
the end of July.
End of July.
So we move on 1 month also this deadline.
No, this
related to related to the preliminary.
Yes, but we have to
Bar
submit
chart.
it 1 month after the
There is a sheet with the list of all the deliverables
Yes.
in the technical annex with the precise month.
you can
which
find
you have to
this
deliver.
on your
So if
paper.
you go to that folder C2, something, you will see that deliverable 2.1, 2.2, and
It's
2.3
page 92.
must be delivered at month 7.
7. It's 1 month after the end of the
End
activity.
July.
Exactly.
Yes. The activity will end on the end of June, but we have to deliver the deliverable within 1 month after the end of the activity. This means end of July. That's why we tried to gain 1 month for work package 1. That's why we told end of May. So we cut the contractual obligation to submit it to the Commission end of May.
Any other comments or requests about those 2 work packages? The lunch starts making effect. Okay.
Right now, I think, Giorgio, we have to go to the rest point of we have to discuss because these 2 packages are the most important for this moment.
Yes. We are not going in detail in the other work packages now. If we go back to the agenda, so close the discussion about work packages, we have already discussed financial matters. So I think it's quite clear how the distribution of money will go and what type of documents the management will require for the financial management of the project.
Cost statements and things like that. We discussed this yesterday.
So the only point missing now is some scheduling of the next meeting, at least in terms of dates, I think. So everybody can fix the slot. If it is also the venue, better.
Most of the partners are here, so we can...
Okay. First of all,
No, first of all, on the question of venue, I would really like to say that I do want to get as much participation from the people. So you have to ask them whether a foreign venue is a problem. In this case, we brought do you think we can go to another place? That's the reason. This is not a problem. Therefore, if whoever wants to nominate their place for the next venue, we have no objection. Even if it means that we won't have to travel more. Okay? But on the other hand, if you feel that the venue here suits you, then you're welcome. Whether in Athens or in Thessaloniki. I would be more than happy to host you in the University of Thessaloniki also. Well, as I said, we are going to make a diligent effort to have video conference. Frankly speaking, I don't expect it to be before the end of June. But I think past that point, we will be able to have a meeting without moving from our offices. We'll be able to have more open consultation, face to face. But until then, I think that we should schedule a meeting for about May, because by that time most of these deliverables will be in the final
Version. And also we have to discuss the next work packages, because at that
That's right.
time we will be
we're
ready
becoming
to...
close to starting the next work package. So a suggestion is sometime in May, from my part. And if you like to meet here, I would be more than happy to talk to you.
my suggestion is yes, I agree, May, and maybe a second one around September to prepare the first audit.
and the annual
new
report
report
and
and so on.
yes, because we have your first audit during October, at the end of October. So September is a very good year.
And
September, I would insist that we take the time and we have it in Porto Caran. It's a great place to have a meeting.
I witness. This does not exclude.
In Chalkidiki. It's a resort of Thessaloniki in Chalkidiki.
This does not exclude the possibility of setting up
More meetings.
more meetings from smaller groups,
Yes.
technical groups. For example, people involved in setting up questionnaires more than the user group, for example, something like that. This should be probably the only consortium meeting. Any previous commitment in these days, any availability